Welcome to another episode with Real Estate Flow with Alejandro. Today we have Ed Hendrickson, hard money lender, real estate investor. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you for coming, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. I just wanted to bring you to ask you a few questions on how you manage your business. I know you're a real estate investor,
Yep.
have properties, rent it out, and you're also a hard money lender.
Yep.
So I just wanted to ask you, like, what is your morning routine? How do you start your morning every day? Like, do you have any routine or?
So I don't really have a specific routine. Honestly, I start my day. My son wakes up at 7:05 and he says, "Daddy, come get me." I get him out of bed. He starts playing with some toys, and I'll either check my emails or I read. So I try to read. I got a couple goals that I do every day, and they're kind of throughout the day. I try to read 10 minutes every day.
10 minutes every day.
Yeah, it's probably get him out of bed, get him situated, do my 10 minutes of reading, educational reading, of course.
Is that any specific topic? Like, do you do maybe a positive thinking or?
So it's just the education is how I look at it. So this book I'm reading right now is how to split the difference. It's a negotiation book. It's written by a top FBI negotiator.
Wow.
He's retired now and he has his own consulting company, but he gives good stories about how he uses different techniques and stuff like that from negotiation. So that's what I'm reading now. I just finished up a couple weeks ago, The One Thing. Have you read that book?
Yeah.
So just try to get that in the morning.
That's awesome. How do you find your deals? Like, how you get your pipeline full of borrowers that want to borrow hard money for deals? What is your how do you lead source? Like, just referrals or?
So most of it's honestly just through referrals.
Referrals.
Yeah,
wow.
I've got a pretty good network of people here at the office. So through people like yourself, agents, other investors have used me and then referred me to other investors as well. I have a mortgage guy who does traditional mortgages. He'll send me some stuff, and then I have another guy who does kind of that rental loan product that a lot of hard money lenders are starting to do now. He doesn't do hard money, so he'll give me some of those deals. Since he can't, like if he can't, he comes someone who is looking for a long-term refi and they're not prepared, then you do a little bit of work, he'll send them my way first.
That's awesome. How long do you start investing in real estate, like having all these rentals and getting on the portfolio?
I bought my first property. I think it was, if I remember correctly, 2000. I think it was 2000. It was 2012 or 2014. But I was actually working at JP Morgan at the time, and my first property I bought was in Hamilton, New Jersey.
Wow.
Which is down by Trenton and Princeton. It's actually in between those two cities. I was living there, and I was so adamant I wanted to buy rental properties. And I met through a long circle. I couldn't even tell you how I met him. I would call Zillow agents. They put me in touch with the mortgage guy. The other mortgage guy gave me an agent. And I circled up. I found this guy. Shout out to Rich Alashian at it's State Street, I think. I'll get it for you. But anyway, he told me. My plan was I was going to buy a single family, live in it for a little while, leave, buy another single family, live in it. Yeah.
Wow.
I was living down there because my wife now, but my girlfriend at the time, was going to school in Philadelphia. So it was kind of a midway point for us. So I took the train. There was a train station in the town. So I took the train to the city, to JP Morgan. And he told me, horrible idea, don't buy single families, buy a multifamily with an FHA loan. So that's what I did. I bought a house for $300,000. Multifamily. Okay. I lived in one of the units, and I rented out the other two units. I think it was $10,000 was my total out-of-pocket investment.
Awesome.
And that's my first multifamily, and I still have that one today. So
part of the portfolio.
Exactly. Yep. And then the other, I just got some in Elizabeth, Hoboken. Hoboken was actually is what that was. I bought it. I lived in it for a little bit, and I left and rented it out. That wasn't really the plan. It just happened. So
that's awesome. What would you tell as someone who want to start investing in real estate, like how he can actually start, how he can, what he needs to do, to become a experienced?
I think people need to build their team. I think that was one of the most important things that I had. my mortgage rep who guided me in this direction of, you can only have one FHA loan at a time, right? So
Yeah.
he said to me, get an FHA loan first while you can and get it with the multifamily. So just the education from somebody like himself that was able to help. So you get a good mortgage rep on your side, find a good realtor who knows how to do investments. And then within that, they have connections and they can help you. So number one, build your team, and number two, get out and network is how you're going to find these people. Not only are networking events good for meeting people, but as you know, there's a lot of education at some of the networking events that are out here. So they'll teach you how to fix and flip, how to find a contractor. So really the first and foremost is build a team, and while you're building your team, get educated.
So educate and do your research. You don't want to fall into a mistake of buying overpay for a property, then you will stuck. You can get a loan.
Exactly.
Like you say, you depends on the appraisal. So do your research, educate yourself, network with people who can actually help you. Also, what do you suggest? Let's say somebody who have a big portfolio of rental properties, and they want to get maybe a better loan or one of those corporation loans, is it called, that you can get like on the umbrella of a few properties.
So you get a portfolio loan.
Portfolio
it's
loan.
called. Yeah. So there are options that you can package up a few of your rentals, if not, all of your rentals if they all make sense, and you can put them in what's called a portfolio loan. And lenders will typically give a better rate to somebody who has a portfolio loan, because instead of having risk on one property or one unit, or let's just even say it's a 4-family, 4 units, they have the whole opportunity to take on maybe 30, 40 units, and it helps dilute the risk for them. So I would suggest that they get a portfolio loan, would be something that you can look into. And you can go to a traditional bank, or hard money lenders also offer them as well.
Oh, awesome. Well, I want to acknowledge you because you did share a lot of your mistakes when you was investing in real estate, and that helped me a lot, and to not doing the same mistake as you did. So I did learn a lot from you. Like the couple of times that we hung out, we went to 10X in Miami. We got the opportunity to get to know each other better, and it's awesome. I appreciate you. Appreciate all the knowledge that you gave me. Saved me thousands of dollars and maybe years of trying to recuperate myself on a big mistake. So yeah, I want to thank you, and also what they can actually ask you any questions about a loans or anything, any on your Instagram or
Sure, perfect. So first I just want to say thank you for that. I appreciate that as well. In this business, education and mistakes, you should be proud of the mistakes that you made. I know that sounds crazy, but a mistake that you've made will be a mistake that somebody else will make. So I like to pass it around. We share knowledge all the time around here. So it's a good idea to let people know what their mistakes are, and then they'll open up actually once they realize, like, oh, this person wants to talk about some mistakes. I have some mistakes, and you can learn from each other. So I just love to share and help people. How can people reach me? Check me out. My Instagram is Ed Hendrickson. That's EDHENDRICKSON. And then my email address is ed@thofunding.com. That's THOFUNDING.com. Any questions you guys have, feel free. Reach out. I also host a networking event. It's a little coffee meetup the second Saturday of every month at a coffee shop in Hoboken.
Oh,
where
awesome.
I sit down and I talk to people. Last month we talked about tenant landlord issues. Like I don't make up any of this stuff. They come and they say, hey, like, have you ever had to evict a tenant? Yes, I have.
Oh,
and that's what I want it to be. It's just a bunch of people getting together, learning real estate, want to talk about loans. Yeah. And it's not just me. We've had experienced agents come that I'm asking questions, and they're kind of running the show. I don't want to run the show. Yeah. If I have to, I will.
Well, I'm gonna meet you there.
Definitely, yeah.
Saturday, yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, man. Thank you for coming, and see you next.
Appreciate it, man. We'll talk soon. Thank you.
All right.